I was SP of Kanpur when Mrs. Gandhi was assassinated. And Kanpur was one of the 3 districts where the Sikhs were really targeted. I was barely 27 years old. The savagery I saw of non-Sikhs, people whom I thought were civilized, how violent and crazy a mob they became and burnt beautiful people whom we knew, traders, businessmen, because they were Sikhs, they were being burnt alive. And 6 days it took me and my district magistrate to bring back semblance of order. We imposed curfew for nearly 15 days. In that period, what I saw and witnessed really changed me as a human being, because one is to be a police officer and being just a normal person. You believe in that this bad a thing a person won't do. Or this person is, he goes to work in the collectorate. I mean, how can he and why will he kill a Sikh? Because somebody spreads a story about a Sikh who's assassinated our Prime Minister, and how easy it was to paint a whole community in that light, and for reasonably educated people to go out and commit that savagery is something which remains an indelible recollection of mine, and which has chastened all the excitement I've had in life. Everything that I encounter and experience is always tempered by the knowledge that these are just people, and these people can become, revert to their most base instincts, provided the word anomie, where the lack of norms can easily prevail if enforcement and of law is removed.
Yep.
If you say there's going to be no law enforcement for 15 days in the city, and all of you just behave yourselves, it's not a place you want to enter.
It's not easy being a cop, right? Because I do have friends who are in the service. The time slots they work, there's no time slot. You have a call, you have to run. There's no Saturday, Sunday. So it's not easy being who you are and to witness what you've seen. It shakes you as a person, right? It really makes you think.
Yes, Suren, but I don't think I ever thought about how different. I mean, and you're right. Maybe there are too few of us and too few, and the conditions are difficult. But that's what you sign up for. I mean, this is India, so there are resources and there are some constraints within which you work and operate. I have never till date ever looked back or spoken with anyone to say, a policeman's job is so difficult and it's a 7-day a week and I barely get to take my uniform off. That's a bit of a cop-out. I mean, forgive the pun, but, I never thought of it like that. That's the job. And I'll tell you, there is an energy, there is an effervescence, there's something which exudes and infuses you when you wear the uniform, that this is the last thing you think about. So
even now when we have this conversation, I can see that 29-year-old SP sitting right here. You can feel the energy here.
Great.
For a layman like me, our introduction understanding of cops is through movies and serials we watch. And it looks very cool, right? The cop does all the cool things. But I know that's not the real story. You are in UP, posted in UP, one of the toughest districts. Share a little about that journey and how cool it's to be a cop.
Oh, it was fantastic. I mean, to wear that uniform and you leave the Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel National Police Academy in Hyderabad and you go to, I went to Moradabad, which is the State Police Training College, and you're an ASP. And the wonderful thing about joining the civil services through the UPSC, the IAS or the IPS, is I was an ASP. I joined at the age of 21. I was one of the youngest police officers. So when I was 25, when I finished, and a year and a half as an ASP, and I became a Superintendent of Police. So it was amazing. I was posted first as ASP Lucknow, then I was additional SP Lucknow. Then I went on to be SP Kanpur Mahanagar for 3 years, which was perhaps my most defining experience in the police. So you asked me, was it cool? Absolutely, super cool. And cool in the sense that, when you're that young, you're an idealist. All of us are patriots when we are young, right? Before we become cynical. And then you're thrown into a city, into a state like UP and a city like Kanpur, where iniquity, injustice, crime is the normal order of the day. So if you're a good, well-minded, well-intentioned police officer, you can do an amazing amount of fascinating work which will please your conscience, will be good for your soul, and amazing for the people whom you have the privilege to serve.